Each time and place, no matter how unique, offers a similar narrative of invention and diaspora on the way to mutation. There is an onrush of accidental on-purpose discovery, of insular triumph, and then archetype, after which decadence. Like the moral fable of empires, this ebb and flow spirals a staircase, ascending or descending, depending on taste and circumstance. Musical generations usually have a lifespan of half a decade, with most of the action happening in the terrible twos. Catch 'em while you can. These conflagrations usually begin as a consequence from what came before, reactively predicated. Old guard, new guard, each feeling there's a guard dogs of future past. 1970s Nashville countrypolitan, with its sleek strings and carefully contained contraries, schisms into outlaw country. The pole dance of 1980s hair metal gives way to shambolic grunge in the 1990s. Does rock and roll even exist anymore, or is it a continuum of revival? Within each scenario, musically inclined characters intermingle, form alliances, give each other encouragement and head, dream up a mood and performance that reflects cultish identifiers, garb and gadget, guitar tone, and preferred aphrodisiac, and gathers a like-minded audience. Those on stage mirror those off, evening the odds. The moment calls forth a mood swing pendulum, hardening into definable style, eventually becoming the cliché that will mark it in the future, even though it's still a borning. Outlanders and immigrants infiltrate hit charts as they step into the spotlight, planting seeds of demise in their ascendance. Change never arrives unbidden. Mainstream and substrata inextricably mix, helped along by wildcard prophets and profiteers who sometimes can't stop long enough to realize what they're doing, or realize it all too well, understanding after the fact. Most social histories, this one included, usually work from the top down, the visionary artists who embody transformation. Brian Eno, speaking at the Sydney Luminous Festival in 2009, upends this concept with what he calls scenius, the intelligence and the intuition of a whole cultural scene. It is the communal form of the concept of genius. He adds, let's forget the idea of genius. Let's think about the whole ecology of ideas that give rise to good new thoughts and good new work. Not only epic characters, but those hovering off frame, there for the instamatic and then gone. Wishing I could be there. I've always been drawn to a scene, its shared togetherness, its come-hither weave, its stars, its character actors, and bit players. To feel the adrenaline rush of excitement and possibility as convergence coalesces into where it's at. What was it like on 52nd Street in Manhattan when jazz clubs lined the block in the late 1940s and the high-flying sounds of bebop came out of the Onyx and the Three Deuces, or when, after hours, the goateed gang would gather at the Baroness Nicke von Konigswart's suite at the Stanhope Hotel, and she would ask them their three wishes. How did it feel carrying an acoustic guitar along that much hitchhike song and cinema intersection of Bleecker and McDougall in the folk 60s? The something's happening here that Buffalo Springfield caught in the air when Los Angeles rioted on the Sunset Strip. Or more revealing to my own lifeline, what was it like tripping in San Francisco on that New Year's Eve ushering in 1967 when the Grateful Dead, the Jefferson Airplane, and Quicksilver Messenger Service headlined the Fillmore? The poster on my New Jersey wall from that show, bought at an East Village psychedelic shop, made me want to journey there, to see its beacon firsthand. Then, as luck and the alignment of the stars would have it, I entered my own scene, which centered on CBGB, a small Bowery bar in Manhattan in the mid-'70s, and became the place I'd always wished I'd be. What was it like, the had-to-be of there, to play your part, going somewhere as it meets arrival, crossing the porous border between past and future, when music is remade in its own image? By then,